Satnam, welcome. So we're into week 2 already. Now this week we are focusing on stress relief. So last week we were looking at intention setting and making sure that we knew what we needed, what our desires were, and just really starting to connect with you and connecting with where you are and where you'd like to be. And so today, and for this week, we're going to be looking very much at stress. Now, even whether you consider yourself to be a stressful person or not is neither here nor there, because it's how you manage things, and we all have jobs to do, we all have things that we need to get done, and it's how you cope with those things. Even the most laid back of us that can cope perfectly well still has things that just trigger them and get them going. Maybe on a daily basis, maybe on a weekly basis, but it's all still there. So this week we're going to be focusing on what those things are and how we can really change our thinking. Even myself, I found myself looking at a message today and my gut instinct reaction was kind of like a and then when I took a moment just to go, okay, that's probably not what that person meant, but my old habits, my old conditioning from Joe of old and Joe of the teenager and even the adult and pre-yoga went into that reaction. And it's just a habit thing, and it's learning to just take that backward step and being able to channel the good vibes and the good energy that's good for you. Okay, so in your worksheet that you would have received today, and if you haven't got it in your inbox, it will be down below, we have a couple of leading questions. So we look at stress and stress triggers. Now, a little bit of stress in your life is vital. It's important. We need it. Without that bit of stress, we're not going to get ourselves going. So a bit of stress is healthy. You know, if you want to go for a run or if you need to get a job done, that little bit of pressure is good for you. But when it starts to go into an unhealthy state is when you become addicted to this stress. You become addicted to the adrenaline that is produced, which then turns into cortisol in the body. And we can become addicted to that. And so I want you to be aware of, like, do I find stressful situations where I don't need to? So the first question on your worksheet this week is to list out things that trigger you. And it can be the most simple thing. It can be running late. It can be traffic. Traffic is a big one for a lot of people. It can be a work deadline. It can be a dirty bathroom, a toilet seat left up. Yeah, it doesn't matter how. I don't want you to look at this from what other people might think. I want you just to list down things that you know trigger you to a stress response. Not necessarily as into a high stress, but creates a response in the body, creates a physical annoyance, a physical kind of like, I'm a bit pissed off at that, yeah? So to make a note of those, and then what I want you to do is just jot down which of those can you honestly control, okay? So you can pause this video if you haven't done that already, and do those, take a few minutes and do those questions, and then come back and join me here. Okay. We're going to move on to a Kriya that's going to help you to manage your energy. So stress ultimately is about energy management. And if you are running late for something, or if you are in a situation that you can't control, it's being able to harness your energy and use it in the right way. So we're going to be doing that Kriya together today. So let's start by tuning in. So be seated in a comfortable position and bring your hands onto your knees and a tall spine. And take a deep breath in through the nose. And breathe out. And breathing in to begin. And breathing out. And just allow yourself to settle into this space and prepare yourself for this yoga. And then bring your hands to your heart center, rub your hands. And then place the hands together and bring the thumbs into the sternum at the center of the chest, at heart space. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And breathe out. And again, breathing in. and out. And let's breathe in to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgare Name, Jigadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhigurudeve Name. Adgare Name, Jigadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhigurudeve Name. Adgare Name, Jigadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhigurudeve Name. Deep breath in. Hold your breath and breathe out, relaxing the hands down. Now, the first exercise today, we're going to be giving our inner body a massage, and we're going to be dancing basically whilst seated. So I invite you to find a piece of music that you love and put it on, crank it up, and enjoy the movement. So we're starting in seated pose, and we're just going to have the arms up and we're sort of shaking, okay? So shaking to the music. So whatever music you want, pop it on, and we're just shaking as much of the upper body as feels good for you. And we're going to be doing this for a few minutes, so really just let yourself kind of sink into the movement and have fun with it. Remember, we are massaging the internal organs of the body. Be aware of if you fall into a pattern and then change that pattern. We easily can fall into it. So just notice if you do that and change the pattern, change the rhythm. halfway through. Enjoy the music, or if you're doing it like me, it's the music in your head, then that's okay. Just enjoy where you're at. Keep shaking, keep moving. Got about a minute left, so enjoy the movement. You should be feeling nice and warm now. And loosen up. Think about just massaging the inside of the body. Moving any stuck energy in the chakras, in the nadis. And take a deep breath in, stretch your arms up, feel that lovely energy through your body. And breathe out, bring the hands down, just rest them on your knees. Oh, feel that lovely aliveness, feel that energy. Okay, coming up to stand. And we're going to be doing some little jump twists, so just nice and gentle jump twisting, so moving the hips from one side to the other, and the arms go the opposite way. So if you've still got that music playing, good, keep it going. Be light on those feet. You're doing great. Feel alive, feel that energy in the body. The breath quickens as we get more oxygen in. And you might find that you can start to twist the hips a bit further as they get warmer. We're really charging up the lower chakras. Almost there. And then begin to slow it down. Come to the front. Ground your feet and take a deep breath in. Catch your breath. And then bring yourself back down into easy pose. And we're going to bring our hands up over our heads in prayer pose. And we're going to twist, breathing into the left and out to the right. Try and continue to pull up from the waist all the way up through the central nadis, through the central channels of energy, and then twisting up and through the arms and the fingers. Come to the center, deep breath in, stretching up, And breathe out. Lower the hands down, just allow yourself to rest. Okay, we're going to come onto our hands and knees now. So I'm just going to get my hair off of my face. So onto your hands and knees, and you're going to stretch out one of your legs. Doesn't matter which one, we're going to do both sides. Flex the foot, and then as you breathe in, you're going to lower your forehead to the ground. So the body stays in a straight line, but it's the only thing that moves are the elbows, okay? They're the only thing that bends. So we go and up. And we're going to continue this 26 times. So and when you get to 26, just have a little rest. Come into child's pose, give your arms and shoulders a rest. Preparing yourself to go for the other side. Always remember to just do as much as you can. If you need to rest, then rest. There is no harm in that. So, setting yourself up for round 2 on the other side. And again, when you get to your 26, pop yourself into child's pose, enjoy the rest, feel that energy in your shoulders, activating the upper chakras, opening the heart. Whew. And then we're going to lift ourselves up, high up on the knees. And what we're going to do here is we're going to just rest the hands on the backs of the thighs. And as you breathe in, you lean back. And as you breathe out, you come back to upright. So 26 times. Sliding the hands up and down a little bit on the backs of the thighs. And when you get to your 26 again, bring your forehead down onto your mat, regrounding, bringing the third eye back to the earth. And slowly lifting the head up. And we're going to come onto the back. Now, knocked the leaves off my lovely fern. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to charge up. Remembering we're managing the energy and we're moving the energy around at the moment between the upper and lower chakras. We're going to charge up the navel center. Now, if your lower back is a little bit tender, I want you to pop your hands underneath your buttocks. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be starting with the knees into the chest. And then you're going to take them out without touching the floor, up to 90 degrees, and then back in. So they're doing a circle. And you're going to go for this for 54 times. So again, doing what you can and resting if you need to. If you need to rest with your knees into your chest. And allow your breath to go in the pattern that it feels comfortable in. Off we go. Going for 54. That's my 50th. And when you've done your 54th one, just stretch your legs out and allow yourself to relax down on your mat and just feel whatever it is that you are feeling. The energy that's been created by you, allowing that to disperse itself around the body now. Now bring your hands onto your heart space. Left hand touching the body, right hand on top of left. And you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, sit yourself all the way up and lean forward. And then breathing in to come back. And we're going to repeat that 13 times. And when you finish on your 13th one, lay down on your back. And it's time to relax deeply. So coming into Shavasana. Backs of the hands resting on the floor, legs along, feet rolling away from each other. And then slowly just begin to deepen your breath, breathing deeply in and out through the nose. And wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Make circles with your hands and feet, waking up your wrists and your ankles. And then the other way. And then stretch your arms over your head and have a really lovely long stretch. Stretch the body, full length, delicious body stretch. Bring your knees into your chest, hugging them in, and just circle the knees a little to massage the lower spine into the floor, into your mat, and the other way. And then keeping your right knee into your chest, straighten your left leg and take your right knee over towards the left. Keep your shoulders on the floor and take a lovely twisted cat stretch. You can turn your head towards the right to really twist from the top to the base of your spine. Breathing into that twist. And then coming back to the center, and we're going to switch sides, going over to the other side. Come back to the center, bring both knees into the chest. And cricket rub, rub the feet together and rub the hands. And then hug the knees, and we're going to rock and roll all the way up and down, the full length of the spine. Bringing yourself back up into easy pose. And just take a moment to be still, hands in Gyan Mudra on the knees, just absorbing everything that you are feeling right now. Notice your energy. Okay, just blink the eyes open. And I invite you to go back to your worksheet or your workbook and look at the third point on that sheet, and that is about brainstorming ideas of how you can manage your stress. But remember to only focus on those things that you actually can control. Be aware of the things you can't, and allow those that when they arise, that you recognize that they are out of your control, but what you can control is your breath. So you can take a breath in those moments. And then the other ones were, how can you control? How can you manage your stress? And this isn't going to be fixed today. This is the starting point today. Let's bring our hands together. We're going to tune out with 3 long Satnams. Take a deep breath in. Satnam. 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 I invite you to comment below as well with your tips and how you're going to help to ease your own stress levels, because that way we can share, we can give each other ideas and encouragement as well. So we'll be helping everybody and all the goddesses that are joining in here. We can manage our stress together. Thank you for joining me. I will see you on the mat next time. Satnam.